Hello, my name is Alicia Apodaca. While reading Phantoms in the Brain, I became rather interested in visual imagery and what you see when you close your eyes, and what happens if you see nothing at all. A blind mind. First, I'd like to ask you to close your eyes. When I say tree, what do you see? Does it have leaves? Is it small? What kind of tree is it? Does it have fruit or flowers? Are there other trees around it? You can open your eyes now. Did you see it perfectly clear, as if your eyes were never closed? Was it a little foggy? Or did you see absolutely nothing? This brings me to my next topic. So, what is visual imagery? It is a subjective experience typically described as similar to perception, but occurs in the absence of corresponding external stimuli. Ramachandra briefly inquired the following quote: "Are the same parts of your brain active when you imagine an object, say a cat, as when you look at it actually sitting in front of you?" Winlove and Associates compared brain activation of the participants with their eyes open and with their eyes closed. They found that the overall comparison identified activation in the superior parietal lobe, particularly in the left hemisphere. They also observed bilateral activation in several areas associated with the integration of eye movements and visual information. V1 was typically activated during visual imagery, even when participants have their eyes closed. In short, it is suggested that the same parts, more or less, are activated when you visualize an object, regardless if your eyes are open and if it's right in front of you, or they're closed. Vision involves a great deal more than simply transmitting an image to a screen in the brain, and that is an active, constructive process. But what is it like when you are unable to do this? Researchers coined up the term in 2015, aphantasia, a lack of voluntary visual imagery. To those who have aphantasia, see nothing when told the image of something, say a tree, is completely black. For some, they were born without visual imagery, and some lose visual imagery due to brain damage. Recent research has found that aphantasia may be a lack of low-level sensory visual imagery, impairments of spatial imagery suggesting a separation in the neural networks. It can be suggested that those with aphantasia may have a deficiency with ventral or the what pathway, or components of pathway such as the visual or temporal cortex, but not the where pathway. It also may be possible that those with aphantasia have a deficit with feedback connection from the frontal cortex and are unable to activate the visual cortex in such a way as to create a visual image in their mind. With this condition still being very new, there is little research in this area, but I hope with the use of functional imaging, we will soon be able to better understand the complexity of visual imagery. Thank you.